Hey gang, Cheri here. Welcome to this edition of Cruise Chat. Welcome everyone. Oh my goodness, do I have a super special show for you today. I am so excited. But first of all, if you are new to the channel, my name is Cheri. I am a travel advisor from awesomesunsets.com. You can check my website out there. Contact me by clicking on the Contact Us button or send me an email at Cheri@awesomesunsets.com. So, like I said, we have a very special guest today from Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Who's excited? I'm excited. Let's see who's in the chat really quick. Nick P. Hi, Nick. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Moonlight Adventures. Anthony Simone. Carol from Lazy Days. Hi, Carol. We got Cruising Scene. Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys are in for a treat. We are going to talk about the new icon of the seas. So excited. Okay. So, without further ado, I am going to bring up our special guest. One second here. And I have Krystal from Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Hi, Krystal.
Hi there. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I'm so thrilled and excited to have you here and so excited to talk about the icon of the seas.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited. We are a couple of weeks into the announcement and we are all the buzz. We're so excited. We have a lot of things going on, but this is probably our most exciting announcement, but pretty much this year. So we're excited about it.
Absolutely. Oh, I have my Oasis of the Seas shirt on.
Yes.
So I'll tell you what, when I was on the Oasis of the Seas, I was just floored, number one, just floored. Hi, Tanisha, welcome. Leonard Family Fun in the house. But I was just floored when I saw the Oasis of the Seas. And I literally said out loud to my husband, I was like, how in the world are they ever going to top this? And guess what? They did.
Yes, with a whole new class of ships. Icon of the Seas is the first of the Icon class of ships. So if you thought the Oasis was blowing your
Oh,
mind, you hadn't seen anything yet.
I cannot wait to step foot on that ship. I am super excited. Now, I know that you have, hi, Team Race Travels, welcome. I know that you have a presentation for us, a video, and some slides to go through. So I am going to go ahead and put that up on the screen now. Give me just a second. And there we go. Okay. So now your presentation should be on the screen. And take it away, Krystal.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Cheri, for having me. I am so excited about this announcement. A couple of weeks ago, we released to the world our beautiful newest ship that will be arriving in January of 24. She is the first in the Icon class of ships, and her name is the Icon of the Seas. So I want to show you a quick video to get you excited, and then we're going to deep dive into the thrills, chills, the wows, and the stays of this incredible iconic ship. So let's do it. So hopefully that gives you some highlights of how incredible this ship is going to be. I mean, wow.
It does have the wow factor, doesn't it?
really does. It's I have to say, they keep everything pretty close to the vest when we're releasing new ships. They don't even tell us as employees. And we had
Yeah.
our launch to see the features of the ship about a week before we launched it to the rest of the world. So they kept it pretty close to the vest for us too. And let me tell you, a week was not enough time to wrap my head around everything and get myself ready. It's just now settling in and I'm still mind blown,
Yeah.
but I'm excited to share some features with you. It's going to be awesome. So
Yay.
at any point, Cheri, if you have questions about specific features, just jump in. We'll keep it very conversational. These
Okay.
are all highlights of what's going on. And remember, this ship is not coming out until January of 2024. So this is just a taste of what you have in store.
Yeah, much more to come.
Exactly. We're going to be releasing so much more information. I can already tell you we've got 40 restaurants and bars on this ship. So we're going to
Woo.
be releasing information about that. All the specifics about our entertainment, although I'm going to preview some things for you. We'll give you specifics about it. Lots more to come. So this is just going to whet your appetite, but let's dive in.
Well, I tell you what, if the entertainment is anywhere close to the Oasis of the Seas, it's just mic drop phenomenal, you know?
Well, you got me there. Entertainment's my favorite thing that we do, and
Mhm.
Icon is reimagining the way we do entertainment. So I'm excited to share that with you completely.
Oh, and I'm so glad to have you on my team. So happy to have you here today. And I know that we're going to have you back and we're going to have all the latest updates as they come out. So make sure you guys, if you're not subscribed, it's free to hit that subscribe button below and make sure you hit the thumbs up so that YouTube knows we're having fun over here and everybody should come over. Okay, go ahead, Krystal.
Oh, yes. And you know what? I'll be on your show anytime. I mean, you guys might get sick of Royal Caribbean because I'll be saying, hey, I want to be on your show again.
Never, never.
All right, let's dive in. Icon of the Seas, like I said, is going to be the first in the Icon class of ships. It's going to be our largest cruise ship with a guest capacity of about 7,500.
Woo!
Now, that's going to be 20 decks. It is our largest ship, and it will be the largest cruise ship in the world. So
20
very, very
decks.
exciting.
Wow.
But one thing that I will say about this total guest count being 7,600, the majority of our ship is built for triple and quad capacities. About 80% of our ship is. So that just lets you know this is truly a family vacation. We're building this ship for families. And
Yes.
because of that, we know we might not always sell those triple and quad rooms as triple and quads. Sometimes
Sure.
it might be double occupancy. So that's why you see that double occupancy number there. So you can get an idea of how many passengers will be on. It does kind of fluctuate based on peak and off-peak seasons, but that'll give you kind of an idea.
Yes.
We have divided our ship into 4 areas: iconic thrills, chills, wows, and stays. And I'm going to break down some features on each of these to get you excited about. Now, again, these are just sneak peeks because we have so much more in store for you. And I'm so excited to come on the show in coming months and highlight more about these things. But let me just whet your appetite here and talk about and start with thrills. Now, Thrill Island, our iconic thrills, this section of the ship is going to feature things like our Thrill Island, our Surfside, and then returning favorites. Now, really what that means is with returning favorites, Cheri, like you talked about, you love the Oasis class and you loved some of those features on it. And we have features across the Royal Caribbean brand that our guests know and love. And we want to make sure that even though this is a new, elevated, iconic ship, that we're still bringing those returning favorites back.
I
So
love
things
that.
are, right? Oh, it's amazing. So things like our Flow Rider, or even as simple as our Schooner Bar. That is a bar across every single ship that our CEO Michael Bailey loves. But although we have this elevated feel, it's very much going to be some things that you know and love across the ship.
Excellent.
So Thrill Island is going to feature, this is so exciting, our first water park at sea. This is a full-on water park with 6 record-breaking slides, all included for our guests. This will be the largest water park at sea. I mean, and just take a look at the winding ways that you can do this here. Just absolutely incredible here on Thrill Island.
It reminds me of Coco Key on the ship. It's like they moved it and put it on the ship.
I mean, some of the most amazing features of Coco Cay are all on the ship. And you'll see this as we're going through from the water park to the pools, lots of different things. I really enjoy the new to brand things that we have.
Oh,
This is one of the activities called Crown's Edge.
oh,
Now,
I want to do it, and then I'm like, no, I can't. And then I'm like, I want to do it, and I'm like, no, I
I
can't.
have no desire to do this. It's a fun activity for other guests, but not for me.
I
However,
would love to do it.
well, this will be for the Cheris of the world, the Crown's Edge. It is a walk the plank type scenario, 154 feet above the ocean. It's a complimentary activity for our guests. And hey, after you walk that plank, at any point when you get to our icon, the bottom could drop out when we choose, not you, for a fun little thrilling surprise.
Wow, amazing.
Exactly. And as we talked about those returning favorites, the things that our guests love about us when it comes to adventure is that we always have mini golf, our flow rider, our rock climbing wall, and our sports court
Hmm.
featuring basketball, tennis, and pickleball, which is really popular lately.
Oh yeah, everybody loves pickleball now.
They love it. And that's going to be featured on here as well. So just remember,
Nice.
you're going to have all of those returning favorites that you know and love from Royal Caribbean.
Very cool.
Now, another feature with our thrills here is this is our Surfside neighborhood, and I love this. This is a new to brand neighborhood. You were
Hmm.
talking about how you have your Oasis Class of the Sea shirt on. You love our Oasis Class.
Yes.
What we love about Oasis Class is the fact that the ship is divided up in different neighborhoods.
Right.
So different points of interest. So where you feel like you're not on a ship with 6,000 people because
No.
each neighborhood is inhabitable. You can go there, stay there, eat, drink, get entertainment, and almost create a whole day's experience out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Icon of the Seas is no different. We're going to have incredible new to brand neighborhoods like our Surfside neighborhood. And this one is all for the families. It's going to have all of our carousel. It's going to have our incredible Surfside pool, which is a perfect pool for those families, featuring a little baby bay area that's perfect for those tiny babies, as well as a tots area, and perfect for families and parents sitting there, allowing their kids to enjoy the water, but being able to sit back and enjoy. And the great thing about this Surfside neighborhood is that you can do Surfside neighborhood balconies, interiors. You can basically live, work, play in this neighborhood on the ship if
I
you want.
love that. Yeah, it's going to be so convenient for the parents. They're going to love this.
Absolutely. And I
And
just love that
grandparents.
if they
You know,
wanted
I'm
to,
a
they didn't even have to
grandparent,
leave.
so
Exactly. The best part about it is there'll be eateries here as well, the arcade, the carousel, again, creating
Mhm.
these areas to really have our people go there and stay there for a day's experience.
Love it.
Now let's move to our iconic chills so that we can give you an idea of how you can chill on board the Icon of the Seas. And really, Iconic Chills is all about our pools. You said
Oh,
it earlier, Cheri. I will reiterate. We are taking the best parts of Perfect Day at Coco Cay and putting them on the ship, and this includes pools. We
yay.
we did a lot of research when coming up with ideas for a new ship, and many of our guests talked about how they wanted a more connection to water. You're
Yes.
on your vacation. We want to be close to water, close to the pool. We want to have a completely water experience the whole time.
Yes.
And Icon is really designing that for this experience. And 7 pools on board, the most pools we've ever had on a ship. And this is really a way to do it. Let's talk about some of those
I love how
features.
they're all just like, stacked around and everything. And, not like there, there's like 1,000 people around one tiny little pool. You know what I mean? And this has got it all like separated. And I don't feel, I feel like I'm not going to feel like everybody's just staring at me in the pool. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. The way that we distribute the pools across Icon of the Seas, it's never going to have one pool that congregates everyone. And we also have pools for special types of groups, which I'll show you here. That will help to break apart kind of some of that pool traffic and really allow everyone to have kind of their own pool experience. You can choose what you want. With
Hey,
7 pools, you'll have any experience that you'd like.
here's a good question for you, Krystal. Will some of the pools be freshwater and some saltwater, or do you know?
As far as I'll have to get back to you on that
Okay.
one. I'll get back to you on that one.
We're
As
gonna
far as
make
I
a list of
know,
your questions, guys, and we'll be answering, any questions that you guys have if we don't have that information yet. But
yes, absolutely.
Krystal
And
will definitely be back. So
most of our pools are, for fresh water with chlorine.
hmm
But I'll have to just double check that Icon will be that way as well.
yeah,
So hold tight on that. I'm about 60% sure of that answer.
okay. We'll find out for sure though.
Yes, yes. So let's talk. Let's go into some of the specific pools. We'll start with Chill Island neighborhood, which is going to feature 4 of our pools and 6 whirlpools. If you can
Oh,
take a look at the picture here, kind of in the middle of the screen, my favorite whirlpool is that one that's right there inside the margarita glass.
it
So
looks like a
funny.
margarita glass.
It is. It's a hot tub inside a margarita glass. I
It's
think I'll be hanging out there
crazy.
most of
I
the day.
love it. And I will say that that was one of my favorite things on the Oasis was the hot tub in the adults only area. And it was right by they had this huge window, and I felt like I was just like gliding over the ocean. You forget that you're even on a ship. You feel like
Yep.
you're one with the ocean, and I love that. And the other thing, story I have about the pools is that I did the water aerobics. And I was so excited to do the water aerobics. I was a little afraid that the pool would be cold because it was at 9 o'clock in the morning. It was absolutely perfect temperature. And I had the best time doing water aerobics at sea.
Awesome. That's so
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome. Well, you'll be able to do your water aerobics here on the Chill Island neighborhood. You'll be able to enjoy maybe sitting in that whirlpool, that margarita glass whirlpool. We'll also have in our lime and coconut bar here our first ever frozen cocktail bar at sea. So we haven't had
That
any kind of frozen cocktail bars across our brand. This is
people
going
are
to
going
be
to
the first
love
time.
that. They're going to lose their mind over that.
Oh yeah, a frozen cocktail poolside. I mean, it just goes so perfectly together. So. Now you mentioned one of the doing water aerobics. You mentioned some of the swim up pool bars. We're going to have our first ever swim up pool bar across our brand. This is also going to be the largest swim up pool bar at sea. We'll have 26
Wow.
in pool seaters with a dedicated DJ. So this is going to be where the party's at on board for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes. And for a little bit more of an experience, maybe adults only, we've got our Cloud 7 pool. This pool will be a secluded on deck 17 adults only pool with a dedicated lime and coconut bar. So maybe you want a little more quiet, a little more chill, adults only. You've got a pool for that. I mean, we seriously have a pool for everything. But let me show you my favorite pool that we have. It's the Hideaway pool. It
This
is.
looks amazing.
I can't even, I'm so excited. It's suspended 65 feet in the air between 2 decks. And because of the way that it's suspended, literally it gives you infinity pool views. And we're all simulating that on board a cruise ship. It's pretty incredible, I think.
It is incredible. That's the perfect word.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, amazing. And just to show you another one of our pools, our suites on board Icon of the Seas are going to have its own dedicated suite neighborhood that's going to feature a big open deck with a sun deck with a pool and whirlpool, as well as a dedicated restaurant. So I wanted to give you a snapshot of what the suites neighborhood pool will look like as well. So, Icon of the Seas, I think that a lot of times people don't think about Royal Caribbean when you think about luxury, but with our Royal Suite Class program on our Oasis class ships and now our Icon class, you're getting a lot of amenities for booking those luxury suites with us, and you're still being able to enjoy those family-friendly activities. So it's a great combination for those who might
Oh,
typically
yeah.
go on a little bit more of a luxury cruise. You'll be able to have those amenities and still enjoy incredible activities.
Yeah, from what I've seen about the sweet neighborhood is that it's ship within the ship. It has everything right there at your fingertips. It's just amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely love it. And I just love having that exclusive area just for
Mhm.
those sweet guests.
Yes, they are going to love that.
Yes, and I would be remiss not to talk about the fact that a lot of our neighborhoods in our brand that are very popular will be returning to Icon. They will be featured on Icon, but a little bit more elevated. And our Central Park neighborhood is one of those. I
Oh,
absolutely love this neighborhood. I was just on Symphony of the Seas a few weeks ago, and literally of my 7-day cruise, I spent 4 days just in Central Park neighborhood. Between my
Central
dining,
Park
between the
is,
shows,
oh,
there was an incredible Spanish guitar player that played out in the courtyard, and I loved him, so we went back and saw him every night. This neighborhood is incredible.
you have to
Thousands.
experience it yourself. I mean, you just can't describe what it feels like to have an open air area with all of that lush trees and plants and everything. We even had a bird flying around in ours, you know? It was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I had, not one of my, travel agent's guests, but I had a colleague tell me that one of, their guests, was dining in Central Park and a snail fell in into his food.
It
And that just
really
lets you
feels like
know
you're in a park. It really
that
does.
you are in a park. We
You
we
are in a park,
fertilize
yes.
all of their live plants and trees. We fertilize everything with real and with real insects and organisms. And he happened to be in a courtyard table nestled by a bush, and a snail fell in his meal. So
Yeah.
we happily made it again. But that guest did not complain because they were so happy to see. Um, you think about it being fake. Like, you're on a cruise ship and you see all of this, you're like, that has to be fake. And when he saw that, he
Right.
was like, this is actually a cool thing to see. So that lets you know this is truly a special thing to be able to enjoy on board a cruise ship.
Yeah, and it's as if the ocean air is not clean enough. I mean, it just feels so clean with all of those plants around you and everything. It just, it's the freshest air in the world.
Oh, it really is. It's absolutely incredible. Like I said, I spent most of my time in the Central Park neighborhood just myself on my last cruise. So
Yeah.
now, Cheri, I have to tell you, two of my favorite things we're about to talk about now. I am really partial to entertainment. It is something that I love the most about our ships. I actually, to share a little bit about myself with you, I lived in New York City for about 10 years. So I
Oh, okay.
am a bit snobbish when it comes to my theater productions.
Sure.
But when it comes to Royal Caribbean, I'm telling you, our entertainment blows me away. It is shows that rival things you can see in New York, Vegas. We do shows
Absolutely.
by stage, water,
Mhm.
ice,
Ice.
air.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a story about that. My husband, he's, one of these is like, I'm not into shows and all that kind of stuff. After we left the Oasis of the Seas, he was like, that was my favorite part.
Yep.
I think we saw Up and Away, and he was just blown away. And he is now a fan of the shows.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And what I love about them is that we play the shows multiple times throughout the cruise.
Mhm.
So if you're a person who really enjoys shows, for example, my last cruise, I saw the ice show 3 times. Ice skating just
Yep.
truly intrigues me. The talent that we have is incredible, and
Oh,
I saw it 3 times. That's how bad I wanted to see it, and
I
that's
don't know
all
how they
included.
can skate on a ship, like that. And the divers too. It's like
Oh yeah.
mind-boggling. It's like, how do they do that?
It's incredible,
It is.
and the fact that that is an extension that's included in your cruise, that's a part of your experience.
Yeah, and yeah, that it's all included. It's like, are
It's
you kidding
incredible.
me?
Absolutely. But let me show you how we're going to, the entertainment on this ship is definitely something you've seen across our brand, but I want to show you how we're going to elevate it, how we're going to reimagine this entertainment. And we'll start with the Aquadome. First off, we're doing an Aquadome neighborhood. So it's a new to brand neighborhood that's going to feature our Aquadome. Traditionally, with our aqua shows on our Oasis of the class ships, Oasis of the Seas class ships. So typically the water shows are in the aft of the ship. We are redesigning this idea. We are putting our aqua shows in an aqua dome in the front of the ship. We're
Love it.
enclosing this dome. and we will be doing a 5-story continuous shape-shifting waterfall. And that is what our ice shows will be done in. How cool is that?
Mate, oh my gosh, that is the coolest thing ever.
It's creating a whole new genre of show and entertainment here. Absolutely incredible. Olympic divers and performers here to show you. And the circular setting of this aquadome is going to allow for, no matter what seat you have, you've got the best view in the house.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
So cool. So we know our guests love the aqua shows. We're reimagining this idea to make it bigger, better, more exciting. We're doing the same with our ice shows with our Absolute Zero rink. Now, of course, we've always had our ice skating in our Studio B. However, we are creating our Absolute Zero here. We're going to put it in the Royal Promenade, which is in the middle of the ship. So she's going to be on full display. We're changing the shape of the ice rink to a circular shape.
Love
for
it.
2 reasons. Number one, better viewing ability for our guests.
Mm-hmm.
But the best reason for a circular shape is for the performers. When it's a circular shape, they can do more tricks. They can get better speed with going around and around in a circle rather than in a square, like our Studio B is in our Oasis ships. So it's going to allow them to do faster, more complicated, and allow for amazing shows here. Redesigning, reimagining what you already love about the brand, just elevating it. So I love that this is what we do.
Now, we had a question about the shows. I'm sure we probably don't know yet what Broadway shows will be on the Icon.
Not quite yet. Now, the Broadway shows on board is one thing that we're doing, that we do across our Oasis class of ships. So I'm not sure if the stage show on Icon will be Broadway licensed or not, or if there'll be our own original production. So stay tuned for that one.
Yep, stay tuned, because like I said, all of these questions that you guys have tonight, we're going to keep track of those, and we are going to answer those as soon as they are announced.
Absolutely. And I'd love to do, we'll do like an Icon recap every few months. And as these new features come out, we'll start stacking on there, and all these things that we want to know about, we will make sure to cover. Awesome. So let's talk about our stays. I'm only going to kind of whet your appetite here with the stays. Honestly, we've got about 28 different cabin categories of ways that you can stay here on Icon of the Seas. But I want to point out 2 different things just to show you a little bit of an example. The first is the Fantasy. It is our ultimate family townhouse, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But as I talked about earlier, our ship is built for families. And what that means is we have built the majority of our ship for triples and quads, allowing you to be able to have the entire family there with you. We also, again, because of our connection with the water, our guests saying that we really want to make sure that we just have that connection to water. We really have redesigned the way that you have views from your stateroom.
That looks
creating
awesome.
Unique cabin categories so that you can get the best cooling capabilities. So let's start with the Fantasy. We have one of these on Icon of the Seas. It's our ultimate family townhouse. Sleeps up to 8 guests, 3 decks high, on the aft of the ship. First level is your private backyard and entrance from the Surfside neighborhood. Remember that family neighborhood? And levels 2 and 3 are your own private balconies with different features. I mean, this cabin features your own movie theater. Each bunk has TVs for the kids. I mean, it's incredible.
Wow. So, they threw everything in but the kitchen sink, right? Well, they got that too.
Check that off the bucket list, that Fantasy bucket list with an ultimate family townhouse. But a cabin category that's maybe a little bit more accessible for us is something that's a little bit new and unique, the Infinite Ocean View balcony here. Lots of different ways to enjoy. We've got a lot of different infinite balcony situations with Icon, but this just gives you an idea. We've got interesting cabin categories and interesting ways for everyone to stay. So definitely, sift through those cabin categories and take a look for all the different ways you can enjoy this ship.
Yeah, I love that. And a cool
thing, Cheri, let me tell you, technology. We are completely moving towards technology with our app doing a lot of different stateroom functions and features. Really cool.
Totally cool.
Yes. So with that, I want to recap. Let me show you the neighborhoods that are going to be on Icon of the Seas. We talked about
Okay.
Thrill Island neighborhood featuring those 6 water slides, largest water park at sea. We've got our Surfside neighborhood, perfect for families. Chill Island featuring 4 of our 7 pools, including that whirlpool that's in the Margarita. I'm really
Oh,
partial on that. That's where you'll find me.
yes.
You've got the Hideaway neighborhood that features that suspended pool, infinity view pool.
Never seen
The
anything like that.
never.
Never.
The fact that you can create that infinite pool view by just suspending the pool up on the decks like that, I've just never heard of anything like that architecturally. So it's just blowing my mind.
It is.
Oh yeah. And then, of course, you've got returning favorites with your neighborhoods like Central Park, the Promenade, our sweet neighborhoods, which we introduced with Wonder of the Seas. That's going to be coming back. And then our
Mm-hmm.
Aquadome neighborhood is new as well. So that just
Yes.
gives you a recap. But if I could leave you with one thing, I would say just take a look at all these exciting things I'm going to hit you with. Like I said,
Oh,
6 record-breaking water slides, Crown's Edge, that walk the plank experience that I will not be taking, but maybe you will. You've got the Aquadome with a 5-foot high shape-shifting waterfall in which we'll do our performances. You've got that hideaway pool suspended 65 feet above the air. And then, of course, tons of ways to splash, including 7 pools on board, one of which that's perfectly made for those families, featuring areas for those tots and babies to play. So, with that, when is she sailing? Where is she going? Well,
yay.
she's sailing in January and she's doing 7 night itineraries. Every single one of them features Perfect Day at Coco Cay. It is our exclusive
I
private
love
island.
that.
We want to make sure that when you leave Icon, you go to Perfect Day, you come back on an Icon, that you see all that we have to offer in just this incredible way that we have our family's vacation here. So
Mind blowing. Yes.
it really is. I know I've just like breezed through it. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited about Icon and what we have going on. And it's what we need now. After the last couple of years, the dreaded C word, it's
Yes.
nice to see new and exciting things coming out in the market and kind of still showing that we're forging full speed ahead no matter what.
I totally agree. And I tell you what, that's a good time for me to announce my group cruises.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and bring you up here on the screen. Can you see me?
Okay, let me just close out of this. Yes,
Oh,
I can. Yay. Oh,
my
and a
kitty cat.
kitty.
My kitty cat has to come up here with me.
Hi, kitty.
Say hi, Archie Boo. Say hi.
Oh my, so handsome.
She's a handful. All right. So, okay. So I have 2 group opportunities on the Icon of the Seas. Okay. So first of all, I have May 4th, 2024. So, like I said, I went for best price rather than one of the first, cruises. So, I have an excellent price locked in for the Icon of the Seas, May 4th, 2024. It's a 7-night Eastern Caribbean sailing from Miami, goes to St. Martin, St. Thomas, and of course, Coco Cay. Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And so that one, just let me know. We're going to come have some flyers made and things like that. But you can contact me on my website, awesomesunsets.com, or email me at sherry@awesomesunsets.com. Then the second group I have available is the one that I will probably be on, Lord willing. Icon of the Seas, February 22nd, 2025. And so that one's a 7-night Eastern Caribbean, but it's a different itinerary. This one leaves from Miami, goes to St. Kitts and Nevis, goes to St. Thomas, and then Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So either one of those, if you're interested, let me know and I can get you some more information, whatever you need. So, wow.
I know I just hit you with a lot.
It is, but it's so, I mean, and like you said, we haven't even scratched the surface.
We
You
haven't.
know, this is just the first round of announcements. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll be here to take any questions that you have. But what are your thoughts? What do you think, Krystal? What comes to mind?
Well, you know, we're the one thing about Royal Caribbean is we're a family brand. We always strive to bring just the incredible vacations to. Um, we really carry 6 million guests a year, and that's our goal.
Wonderful.
So Icon is really a labor of love to really show that appreciation for our families. So I'm just so excited about it, and I'm so excited about kind of where the brand is heading towards. In addition to the Icon, we're still doing new and exciting things just all across the brand.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we just launched our new Galveston terminal. So now we have
Yes.
a Royal Caribbean terminal in Galveston, full service terminal. We will have multiple ships cycling through Galveston, offering, including an Oasis class ship. I was
Yeah, my friend
just
is on the Allure right now.
Yes, Allure of the Seas is out of Galveston. And then in November of last year, Harmony of the Seas will replace her. We will always have a full-time Oasis class ship sailing out of Texas. That's huge.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Oasis class has only been sailing out of Florida and East Coast the entire time. So
Mm-hmm.
to have an Oasis class out of Galveston, that'll be nice. Now, traditionally, we know out of Galveston, it is kind of that same itinerary. But what is so important about having Oasis class out of Galveston is that our ships are the destination.
Oh, definitely.
So you've got that option there.
Yeah, that and I've said that before. It's like, when you're on an Oasis class ship, yeah, it's the ports are great and all, but even if I didn't go anywhere, I'd still be happy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, with our ships, it's kind of like I would be happy taking a cruise to nowhere. That's how many things there are to
Exactly.
do.
Yeah, if we could do that, I would be I would totally be up for that. Because like I said, there's so much to do. And like I said, I took advantage of the uh aerobics classes and the pool and everything. But then they also had some Zumba classes on the promenade. I mean, they had so many fun activities, and there was something going on all the time. I mean, you could hear as you're walking down through, you could hear roars from this side or this side, and there. But everybody's kind of tucked away in all their different lounges and everything, and so you don't notice that there's 5,000 of your friends on there with you.
Yep, exactly. And you bring up a good point, Cheri, because I think a lot of times when people see our Oasis class, which is between 5,000 and 6,000 passengers, and now our Icon class, which will be between 6,000 and 7,000 passengers, or even more
Yeah.
potentially. I think a lot of times people look at those numbers and they think, I don't want to be on a ship with 6,000 people. And, I want you to speak to your experience for that because you've been on Oasis class. I want you to speak to that experience and not just have the person that works for Royal Caribbean do. But I really, honestly, it's not like that because we create these pockets in these neighborhoods, and it really creates this experience where people go to one neighborhood and they stay all day. So
Mhm.
just you speak to that, considering your experience.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I've been on smaller ships, and in my opinion, now this is just my opinion, everybody has their own opinion, but in my opinion, the smaller ships were more crowded than the larger ships that I've been
Okay.
on. And the only crowd that we saw the whole time we were there, the only line that we saw was on the first day, and everybody was going to the Windjammer for lunch. So, you know what we did? We turned around and went to the promenade, and we went and got pizza at Sorrento's, and we were in love. We had Sorrento's every single day. But anyway, so we walked right in, got our pizza, sat down, and we're like, all those people are up there in line, and here we are having our lunch. It was fabulous.
It's so funny that you say you have Sorrento's pizza every day. So my cruise tradition is
Never had it.
every single night. Well, typically I have two cruise traditions, especially when I'm on Oasis class. I'm a big person with the pool and with spa. And
Mhm.
typically on our Oasis class, we have a thermal suite in the spa, and you can pay just a flat
Mm.
rate and be able to use the steam room and sauna anytime throughout the week. So that's my number one tradition.
Yes.
Number two tradition is every single night before bed, I get a piece of Sorrento's pizza. So
Same here. That was our bedtime snack every night. And then,
every
you
single
have to
night.
walk by it several times a day. So you just pop in, get a slice, go on about your day.
Yep.
Hey, we've got a fellow New Yorker in the house.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I lived in Manhattan in Hell's Kitchen for about 10 years.
Nice.
Many years, not many years ago, but about I guess 6 years ago now. But it was the
Several years ago.
best 10 years of my life. Life took me
Wonderful.
other places, but I miss New York every single day. So
Yeah. And then Puppy the Cat says, I've been on the Oasis 4 times and it never felt crowded. So there you
thank
go.
you. Thank you so much for that feedback. Again, like I said, I think people hear 6,000 passengers, they're automatically freaked out. And it's just
Hmm.
not the case.
No, it's its own city. It really is.
Oh, really? That's a perfect way to describe it. When you're in a
Hmm.
city of, maybe even small town, when they say, oh, this small town is,
Yeah.
10,000 people, you might see two people, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how many people do you see around town at a time? Not that
Exactly.
many. Sorry. Eddie said
Oh,
Bensonhurst.
he's from Bensonhurst. Yes, Bensonhurst,
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Yeah, I know that is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Awesome.
now uh, they've got the Wonder, right? And then they have another one coming out, right? Another Oasis class.
So, we Wonder came out this year. So, Wonder of the Seas, she is an Oasis class ship. We are super excited. She spent the summer in the Mediterranean and she's made her way back here doing cruises out of Port Canaveral. So, if you
Love
want to
that
sail
port.
on the newest ship currently sailing,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be the Wonder of the Sea going out of Port Canaveral all winter. So we're super
Love it.
excited about that. She's going to be featuring Perfect Day Coco Cay as well. So she'll be
Oh,
hitting that stop as well.
now see, I was supposed to go in January of 2021. So we all know that didn't happen.
Yes,
So
exactly,
I'm still trying
exactly.
to get to perfect day.
Exactly. So she's going to be so she's released now. And then in 2024, although we do not have a release date, we will release the last of our Oasis class ships. She will be called Utopia of the Seas, and she will round out the Oasis class. So she will be the last Oasis class ship that we build.
That's incredible. 6 Oasis class ships.
Yes.
That's mind blowing. And then you're going to just put the cherry on the top with the icon.
Yeah, and create a whole new class of ships. So now we'll have
Yeah.
7 classes of ships.
Wow. Hi, Danny. That is amazing. It just blows my mind. I'm like, where are they all going to be? It's like I want to know where they're all going to be.
Exactly. I mean, and the activities are unmatched. I love everything about it.
Mhm.
It's really just going to be amazing with Icon. We're elevating some of those activities and some of those features from Oasis class, and creating new things that will be, specific to Icon class.
Yeah, it's like I had no idea how they were going to top the Oasis class, and then they announced the icon, and I was just like, "Woo, mind blown!"
And now I'm saying you can record me. It's the November 16th, 2022, and I'm saying I don't see how they could put anything else on a ship, but I
Yeah,
guarantee you I will be proven wrong.
they'll prove you wrong.
They'll prove me wrong. I will have to bite my tongue and eat those words at some point.
Oh, that's okay. Bring it on. We're ready, and we want to hear all about it. So, any news that you have, you just let me know. I'm the news girl. I
Absolutely.
am a news junkie, cruise news. I'm all about it. So I'm always sharing it, you guys, on my Facebook page. So follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all the things, and just we'll keep you posted on everything. Oh, Eddie hasn't been on Royal Caribbean yet. Okay,
Ooh, we
so
got
we're
to get
gonna
you
have to work
on.
on that.
We got to get you on.
And Manny says, now that we've reached Platinum on Carnival, we're ready for Royal. That's right.
Here we
I,
go.
I've been working on them.
Well, you'll have to come back on and you'll have to give us, not that it's anything about comparison, but,
Mhm.
a forum like this that you created, Cheri, it's really about sharing best practices, sharing ideas. And honestly, this should be a forum for you to talk about the differences and talk about what
Mhm.
experience you liked about what cruise line versus the other. Today we're talking about Royal Caribbean, but, definitely, talk about those features and differences, because then someone like them who's been loyal Carnival people, maybe you want to try Royal, and maybe some of
Mhm.
your peers, some of like-minded people can let you know some of the features that you may enjoy about it.
Well, I'll tell you, the main thing that I enjoyed on the Oasis was our cabin. Our cabin was totally next level. Uh, we spoiled ourselves to balconies few years back. So we love the balconies, but on the Oasis, the balconies had that sliding glass door where you can hold the door open and you don't have to prop it open or hold it open or bungee cord it, or
Mm.
people have all kinds of methods on how to keep that door open. But it was so wonderful. My husband gets up super early, especially on vacation. It's like, daylight. He wants to see the sun come up and he doesn't want to miss a single minute of daylight. So he would get up at like 5 a.m. and open that balcony door, and just the sea breeze would just come in, and I'd just be laying there kind of dozing with the sea breeze, and it was just a phenomenal experience. I don't know. I can't explain it, of how relaxing, and you just hear the ocean sounds and everything as you're cruising along, and it was just the greatest experience ever.
I very reminiscent of what I do on my cruise mornings. I get the room service coffee ordered so I can have my cup of coffee on my balcony, never have to leave the room to go get it. I get that, I check my little room service box and put my paper out in my door the night before, and I get my coffee delivered in the morning. And, it's just an incredible experience. And like you said, balcony is the way to go. We obviously have cabin categories for everyone, but if ever given the chance to have an ocean view, your own private ocean view, that's always a great way to go.
And also the bathroom. The bathroom was next level, and they had the, shower door instead of the curtain and everything. And it was just, I don't know. It was the best cabin I've ever had. Okay, Puppy the Cat says, I wonder if they will have Icon at Coco Cay at the same time as an Oasis class. That would be a lot of guests at one time. Well, it's actually was built for 3 ships, right?
Pretty much we are built. The max capacity of the island was built so that 2 Oasis class ships could be there at the same time. So it's
Yeah.
it's I want to say a max capacity of like 15,000 guests. There would be no
Mhm.
situation of any ships where we have where, well, I don't know, I guess maybe 2 Icon ships might teeter on the edge, but
Yeah, yeah.
currently in the fleet, even with Icon and Oasis class, we would be able to accommodate everyone on the
Would
island.
still be able
um,
to accommodate everybody. Sure.
and just to piggyback on that, we're still building on the island. We are
Oh,
currently
okay.
building, and we'll hopefully release by mid 2024 or end of 2024 a brand new beach on Coco Cay called Hideaway Beach. Is an adults only beach that
Mhm.
increases capacity. So we're continuing to grow. So hopefully by the time we have a second Icon class, it'll be able to hit both.
Oh yeah, I think they're going to have plenty of room. Oh, and there's First Sergeant Richard and Gigi. Hi, Sherry Crystal. We earned Diamond Plus on our last cruise. We always loyal to Royal, but we want to try celebrity ships as well. That
That's
is
acceptable. They are a part of my family, so it's
that's
totally
wonderful.
fine. I
Mhm.
love that you did the dot 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 in case I wouldn't like it. It's very nice for you to say that, but no, we're part of our family. Celebrities, our sister brand, Royal Caribbean Celebrity, and even check out Silver Sea if you want a little bit more of an elevated
Mhm.
experience, a luxury liner, especially our trips that go to the Galapagos and Antarctica. Silver Sea is amazing for that.
Yeah.
So it's acceptable since she's in my family and you're a sergeant. I guess I can't be too mad at the sergeant, right?
That's right. But yeah, Richard and Gigi always send me pictures from the Oasis, and that's their favorite ship. So
Nice.
yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, let's see. Moonlight Adventure says we saw the construction where we were there this fall. We
Oh,
love Coco Cay so much. Yes.
yep. You would have seen the Hideaway Beach construction. There's big kind of fences put up, but that is the construction of the adults only beach that's happening. So yes, awesome.
So cool. Oh, okay. So this is what Manny was asking me about are they building an island in Belize? Last time he was there, he saw some construction there, and rumor had it that it was a royal construction. So I guess we'll have to
Well,
wait and see.
I don't know anything about that, but as I shared with you before, they told us as employees the information that I presented to you about Icon of the Seas about 1 week before they told you guys. So
Yeah.
I think they probably know that I have a really big mouth and not to tell me anything. So yeah,
Yeah, us travel advisors have the same big mouth.
yeah. So chances are we won't let you know about that until it's really rearing and ready to go. But what I will share with you is that I don't know of any plans about us building another private island, but we do have plans to build on Nassau. A Royal Caribbean
Yes.
exclusive on Nassau Beach Club that is a place for our guests to go when they leave the ship in Nassau and it's extension of the ship. That is one thing that we are building that I can confirm, and that is
Yes.
on Nassau.
Yes, that was announced. Well, I don't know if it was earlier this year or
Yeah,
when, but it wasn't too long ago.
yeah.
And they announced that.
We were in the final stages with the Bahamian government, so there was a bit of a delay on when construction would start. I'm
Mhm.
not quite sure what the updates are on that, but we're hoping by end of 24 we'll have that feature there.
Yeah, well, I love the fact that Nassau is kind of reimagining itself now anyway. And then whenever they add that on, it's just all the better, it's just going to be uh, an amazing destination instead of everybody's like, oh, yeah, we've been there 1,000 times.
Yep.
We don't even get off the ship. I hear that a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't get off the ship when I go to Nassau now. That's my day to ride water slides on board. So
That's water slide day.
this is going to change that up, and it's going to allow for maybe some people to explore Nassau or those returning to
Mhm.
Nassau to have a new experience there.
Yeah, because I love the fact that, like on Coco Cay, it's like I don't have to think about it. I just go and have fun, you
Yep.
know? I don't have to think where are we gonna go, what are we gonna do, what are we gonna plan, all of this kind of stuff. I just get off the ship and go and have fun. So
Hmm.
I love that idea. All right. Well, we're getting to about the top of the hour. So we'll start wrapping things up. But I'm so thankful, Krystal, to have you on the show. Oh, my goodness. We are going to have a wonderful relationship. I just know that we'll have you back. And anytime that you have announcements to make or anything like that, you just let me know. And the inquiring minds want to know. We want to know. We're all super duper cruise fanatics, and any little tidbit that you can give us, we'll just be so excited to get. So thank you so much for
Of
coming on.
course. And I'm happy to be on. Like I said, I'll be on every week. If you wanted all of your content to be Royal Caribbean, I won't make you do that. But
Yeah.
whenever I have updates to share, I'm happy to jump back on, show you some new things, or we can just chat. I love chat. I love chatting about cruising. I absolutely love
Mhm.
cruising. It's something that, so in talks for me to get this job, I was on a video call with many different directors across the country. And one of the things that they said, after doing a whole interview, hour-long interview, at the end of it, one of the people said, "Do you even like cruising? I guess we could ask you that." And I was like, "What? Of course, I love
Of
cruising." And then
course.
I went off on a 10-minute tangent about, how cruising has affected my life. And just to share a tad bit with you, I actually started my career in travel working on board cruise ships. So I know it
Awesome.
from the onboard side to the being a guest side. I'm really passionate about the experience that our guests have. So yeah, I'm just excited to share it with everyone.
Yeah, so you have the kind of more of an inside behind the scenes knowledge too. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, so it's been pretty awesome. So
Yes. All right. All right. So we're so excited to have you. Thank you so much for coming. Everyone's saying that it was cool and awesome. And thank you so much. And uh, great information, fun stuff, all that. So I think you were a hit, Krystal.
well, thank you for having me. Everyone's so nice.
Yes. And like I say, they're just all excited to go on their next royal cruise, right?
Exactly. I am too.
Me too. All right, guys. Again, I'll just one more time. I got just a couple more minutes. So, one more time, I'm going to read this about my group cruises. If anyone is interested, I have cabins on hold at amazing group rates. Icon of the Seas, 7-night Eastern Caribbean, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. May 4th, 2024. It's an Eastern Caribbean going from Miami to St. Martin, St. Thomas, and Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Then we have another one. If 2024 is not a good date for you, I've got Icon of the Seas, February 22nd, 2025. We'll be celebrating Manny's birthday. We've got the whole cruise folks gang going on the Icon of the Seas, February 22nd, 2025, 7-night Eastern Caribbean out of Miami. But this one goes to St. Kitts, Nevis, St. Thomas, and Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So I am super excited. Lord willing, I'll be on that ship and just cannot wait. We got one more question. Will you be on the Icon of the Seas when she sets sail for the first time, Krystal?
Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'll tell you this. I work for an incredible company. When Wonder of the Seas was finished, they blocked off their deployment and set aside 2 nights to have an employee cruise where they invited all employees and their families on for 2 nights. We sailed over to Coco Cay and we just enjoyed the ship. So, I don't want to jinx it. I hope to do that. But yeah, I can't see why I wouldn't be on there considering what incredible company I work for.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, I bet they'll have a special sailing for all the employees. So,
Yeah, that Wonder Sailing was really awesome. And one more little tidbit, just a little fun fact about Wonder of the Seas is she was actually meant to be in the Chinese market. She was built for China, the China market. And when the pandemic happened and we knew that business, when we saw where things were going with the Asian market, we put her back in the shipyards and redesigned her for the North American market. So she is truly
incredible.
a new redesign, rethought of, not even the same concept as when she was originally announced ship.
Wow.
I go on that tangent to say, we every time we come out with new and innovative things, they always have us go and try it out. So I would imagine this is going to be the same as well.
Oh, absolutely. And Manny says that he wants to create a royal ship cake. We want to see that, Manny.
All
That
right,
is
I want a
Cake
piece,
Daddy in
Manny.
the house. So he is award winning. What is all the food channels? Food Network, all of them. He's
Oh,
won all of those cake decorating contests on there. So if anybody can build a royal ship cake, Cake Daddy cans. So.
Oh, one of those cakes, like the kinds that look like a whole city, or you cut into it and there's cake in it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Follow him on Instagram. You would not believe the cakes that he makes. He's out of
Okay.
Dallas. Yes.
Cake Daddy Fruit. Okay, I'm gonna write that down because I
Yeah.
definitely am. One of my favorite shows on Netflix is it cake? Where they basically have these things you have to figure out, is it cake or is it
Is
like a
it
regular
cake or
item?
not? Yeah, that's what his cakes look like. You don't know if it's really cake or is like, should I eat it or play with it? I'm not sure.
Okay, so Manuel Cake Daddy Fruit. Okay, I'm gonna look you up then.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep, for sure. All right, Krystal. Well, I will go ahead and wrap it up. But again, thank you so much for coming. I had a blast. I hope you
Yes.
had fun.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time, and I'm just happy to share anything Royal Caribbean with you anytime. So,
Hey, I'll talk Royal Caribbean with you anytime as well. I have no problem with that because I know what an excellent, excellent product it is. It's just top notch. Can't beat it. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up. And Krystal, you stay right there for just a minute and I'll come back to you. But how about that, you guys? Was that awesome? So if you liked the content that we had today, make sure you subscribe below, hit that thumbs up, share it out to all your friends so we can grow our awesome sunsets ohana. Ohana means family. You are my family, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. Have a blessed and magical day, and I will see you on the beaches of the world. Thanks, guys. Bye. Have a good one. We love Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Yes, we do. Thank you all. See you real soon.